Hello, Flosstube! Ah! Okay, this is me again. After some time. Yeah, it's been a while, about 2 years, I guess. Maybe it should be around 2 years. Time just flies. Whoa! But I'm here. I don't know how often or how frequently I will be showing up, but I'll try. So life happened. My mental health was in some kind of roller coaster time, but we'll see. We'll see how can I manage to give you some kind of updates. I'm very thankful for those who was trying to reach me and ask, am I okay? So I am okay. I'm good. I'm good enough. It's still a process, a big process, but yeah. Okay. So anyway, this is the day. Last night I went to sleep very late because of Eurovision. I'm not the biggest fan. This is an event and I'm just watching it. Yeah, so my table, it's not very stable, so whenever I'm touching it, it moves the camera. It shakes it makes the stand wobbly. I promise I will try to do something else next time to make it more stable, but I'm not going to worry about it now because I just want to make it done. I just want to edit. I just want to upload it to YouTube and then try to collect more energy for my next update, which I don't know when it's going to happen. So there's a lot of things. So anyway, let's start. So welcome. Today I'm going to present my WIPs, but never say never. I might be gone for a few months again or a year, and then the new WIP parade will take a place. Good. Okay, so let's start. In the beginning of the year, I made some kind of goals for all of my current WIPs. I'm just going to show them. I will show them in no particular order. It's just how it came from my storing place here. So we'll see how it goes. So let's start. This is my first and my very first project I started in the very beginning of the 2019, and this is my stained glass whatever project which I'm designing myself. I'm just doing the colors I want. I want to have it some kind of gradient. So my first plan for this piece was to hang on this green wall whenever it's going to be finished. I'm not spinning up, basically. I don't have very strict goals for that. I like how it looks on the camera, actually. It looks nice. I'm stitching it on 16, I guess it's 16 count DMC Ada. I'm stitching it with the threads I got from AliExpress, so it's most of the CXC thread floss. I purchased it as a bundle, you know, the biggest one, so it came, I don't know how many skeins there was, but there was a lot of different and similar shades of different like rainbow color and colors, and that's all. And I have sorted them in different color parts, like yellow, green, blue, and so on and so forth. And whenever I'm sitting next to this project and I'm like taking the new section of it, I'm trying to collect relative relative colors, what was stitched before, and add some new colors, so it will have some kind of, you know, flow and gradient. So I could use, you know, some greens, some yellows, and so on and so forth. I'm so happy to see it on the camera. It looks nice, very nice. Anyway, okay, next I will add the information here about this. This is Hidden Harbor. So this is Hidden Harbor, charted by Haid. I'm stitching it using parking method in the blocks 10 by 10. Actually, I did this last diagonal. I'm trying to do it like 20 by 10. I like this image. It's Andy Russell's Hidden Harbor artwork. I like the chart, actually. I mean, it looks nice. It looks very colorful, and this high contrast fits to this image. This is one of my new piece to you, but not very new for me. I like it, and it looks nice and tiny. So yeah, so I'm stitching it on my I guess it's 27, 1/1 full cross, maybe 28. Let's say it's 28. For sure not 25, because it's a bit smaller. Yeah, so this is how it looks. Another new project for you, and it's kind of new for me because I started last Christmas. Bookshelf, World Travel Bookshelf by Amy Stewart and charted by Heaven and Earth Designed. This is color expansion, not the max colors, but still super sized. So I ordered this color expansion from Haid. They did the chart, and I started this on. I started this last Christmas, so I'm pretty happy about doing it in color expansion, because it has a lot of details, but still not so much confetti, because the piece is very confetti heavy. This rock statue part. Okay, so this is blah, blah, blah. I have 1.64% ready on this, and it is 13,000 stitches, something like that. Super sized bookshelf, world traveling bookshelf by Amy Stewart, color expansion, super sized, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. The next one is luca-s Red Roses. This is a kit by luca-s. Very nice kit, very good quality. And then I started this one 2022 March the 1st as a spring project, I guess. And I have this progress on this, so I've started it from this corner, and it is how it is. By the way, I wrote them. I wrote the company and I asked, is it possible to receive the PDF pattern, and they kindly send me to this, so it works very well with Pattern Keeper, except one thing. So the chart is blind colors, so basically it uses only the floss symbol but not the number, because of the safety and protection of the artwork. So basically you can select the colors, but they are not showing it in the. You can select different symbols, when you're importing it in Pattern Keeper, but they are not showing the actual colors from the artwork when it's done. But it selects all the symbols, separate symbols very well. So this is mainly why we need those patterns. So I'm having about 23-ish%, I guess. I don't remember. I don't have the Pattern Keeper under my arm now, so I can't check it. But it's something like that. I changed the fabric, what came in with the kit. So it came with a 18 Ada, but I changed it to 27th. I guess it's 27th. Count even weave, and I'm stitching 1/1. There are some half stitches in the chart, so I'm doing half stitches in one thread. It's not very visible, but still. Okay, next, both threads. Cut through castle. I started this last year sometime when I went. I haven't marked when my start. I don't know why, because I was not in the mood maybe. I just wanted to start something new and something easy and something what I had in the stash. So I chose this one. This is fun, as all body threads projects are very fun, very colorful, very backstitch heavy, and the backstitch makes very big difference in this kit. I like to look at these kind of images and try to make my own story, what's happening and why. And I'm dreaming to have a baby sometime, so I will be able to hang this framed these kind of pattern projects, pieces, finished pieces in the kids' room, you know, and it will be fun to look at it with a kid, with the child, with the baby, and tell all the different stories. So my progress is like this. It's not backstitched. I have a lot of backstitch in this corner, and I still need to do a lot of more. I'm going to use this project and try to make Stitch with Me with the back stitch area, and do it in front of the camera and make the back stitch here on this. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so Bothy threads, charted by Bothy threads, kitted by Bothy threads, very good quality, nice flosses, Madeira flosses, Zweigart, I guess it's 16 count Ada, a bit bluish, very pale blue, and artwork is by Amanda Loverseed, I guess this is it. Very nice one. I like her images a lot, so it's very fun. I mean, it's fun. It's not the thing that I want to hang in all my house, but all my home, but to hang it in, to have these kind of artworks in my future kids room space, it should be very nice. So moving on, sampler. This is Galana Sampler. I started it on 2022 August 27th. I don't know what was the date, why it was there or whatever, so I just started it, or restarted maybe, because I have another part of the little corner of the sampler in the hidden area, because I started it with different floss, and when I was traveling, I took it as my traveling piece, and when I tried to stitch it, then I realized that I packed it with the wrong floss. So I had to restart it again. So now I just ordered more of that floss, and this is DMC variegated floss, color 92. So it's greenish. I'm trying to, oh, I'm sorry again, I'm hitting my table. Yeah, so I'm trying to use the variegation in some kind of pattern, so it will have nice flow. I'm stitching it on 25th count Lugana white. I just love tiny stitches as this. I know Kaylee, she's stitching in very tiny, so I'm not so tiny stitcher. I just love 25th count 1/1. This is my favorite, kind of favorite. Of course others are also nice, but this is very optimal size for me to stitch, and I like a lot of things look small but not too small. This was my first sampler, and it's only one of the two, so I don't have any more, but I have ideas how to maybe to do more samplers in this kind of style. I wanted to do pandemic, but I thought that it's very big one. This is smaller, so that's why I chose this one. But I'm still wondering about pandemic. But anyway, so Galana Sampler, I purchased it on Etsy and started it 2022 August, end of the August. Okay, moving next. This is information about Farewell to Anger, artwork by Leonid Afrimov. It's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and my version is a mini color expansion, I believe. But yeah, I started this one last year, a year ago actually, on May last year, as a celebration for my wedding anniversary. So it's 5th wedding anniversary, yeah. And I'm stitching it in columns like this basically. So each time I'm sitting to it, so I'm adding at least one 10 by 10 color column, 10 by 10 until this part. It looks very nice, very colorful. Again, 25th count 1/1 full cross, and I have this very first lantern. Next, again, I'm repeating, I'm moving, I'm showing the projects in no particular order. It might be that I'm going to re-edit it in the edit. If not, so it will be as it is right now. The next one, this is information. It's a sunset. I like the image project progress in this. Currently, I have, it can't be true. It shows me that it's something wrong. It's somehow, my notes are saying that it's 42% on this. But anyway, I will double check that. So I started this 2019 July 20, on July 20th. And I have this project, and when I will be moving here, so the boat and the sunset will be shown here. So I'm waiting to see more of those colors. It's nice. I'm stitching it on 25th again, even width, but 2/1 10 stitch. This chart has 90 or so colors here, so we have some nice gradients at some point. Yeah, so this one. The next, very well known design. A lot of others were stitching it, and I just started it last year, I guess. Yes, sometime last year, don't remember when. But it's modern folk embroidery, my first modern folk embroidery sampler. So basically it's the second sampler and the second and the last whatever I have. This is my start on this. I started it, I wanted to do something on 16 count Ada. Not only have only those very small stitches, but something a bit bigger, just to have, you know, relaxing stitching. And I'm using three colors. And I have my color numbers next to me. I will add it here while editing it. And yeah, so basically this is it, how it looks. I'm enjoying it as it's my second sampler, so I don't have a lot of experience by stitching samplers, but it has its own charm because it's easy to stitch. Yeah, so currently I have 12.5% on this. Okay, next. This is my new start for this year. And this is reading time by Heaven and Earth Design, charted by Heaven and Their Design, and it's Renal Spangler. I am a bit sorry. I'm stitching it also on 16 count Ada, or maybe 18. Maybe this is 18 count Ada. As I finished my blue marble, she was on 18 count, so I wanted to have some full coverage on 18 count again. And I chose this because it looked very colorful and nice, and two dragons in the middle next to the book. So I wanted to relate this with this dragon year, because this is my year, and I wanted to have something related to it. But I stitched this section earlier this year, and I'm not very sure. I mean, I'm happy with the leaves. Leaves are looking nice and vibrant. It's a bit confetti, but still. But I'm not liking the bird and the book and the branches here. And I don't know, is it because of the bigger stitches, because I'm used to work on those smaller counts, and it's more, how to say, more the color changes looks more fluent, you know, and more gradient like, but not so pixelated. I'm not sure, but whenever I'm looking at this, I don't like this. I don't like, is it the chart wrong, or like some bad chart, or is it me because I don't like the pixelation on this count? Because, you know, some leaves are nice, some has some kind of weird colors, and I'm not sure, do I like it? I don't know what to do with this. Either I need to try to change it in the smaller count, maybe, then it will look nicer, or just abandon the project. Whoever is stitching this one has more progress on this. Maybe you can share the image with me, how it looks, because I'm not sure what to do with this. And I'm not sure, do I like it? So if someone already has this in the bigger amount of progress, maybe you can share it with me, so it might help me decide what to do with this. This raises me a lot of questions. I mean, I'm stitching it, I'm looking at it, I'm wasting a lot of time and money, especially time, because it's very time consuming. Oh, how I like to stitch. You all know how time consuming it is to stitch, and it's very frustrating to see that it's not what you're doing wrong, but the documents you're using, I mean the charts you're purchasing and then stitching it, it's something, it's not working. Because I'm showing my next Heaven and Their Designs, which is She Sleeps. Artwork is by Stephanie Puy-Law. I'm adding the information here, how much stitches are done and blah blah blah. And this looks fabulous. And this also like the standard 90 colors. And there is no pixelations. The chart looks very good actually. This one started on 2020, 1st of August. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, and I want to finish it because it's very nice. It's one of my favorite charts because I love her a lot. I love those big poppies, those red poppies. I want to start seeing her face. I haven't touched this year yet, and I have pretty big goal on her, but we'll see how it goes. I'm stitching it on 25th count, 2/1 10 stitch. And this was my first 10 stitch, I guess, project, if I remember it correctly. And this looks so good, so good. Love her, love her, love her, love her. Next, violas, red roses. This is an article. I wanted to try to do this because of a lot of black work. I started this one sometime last year in the springtime or something, and I have this project, this progress on it already. I purchased the kit. I changed the fabric because it came with 14 count Ada, but I changed it to linen. I don't remember which count, but I guess it should relate to 18 count or something like that. And I'm doing this black work and colors. It looks very pretty. It looks very pretty. If not this year, so next year it's going to be finished. Nice, interesting experience with the black work. Ooh, again, my camera is shaking and I'm hating it. Okay, so now at the moment I'm finished with the smaller projects, except World Traveling Bookshop. That's the biggest one. Anyway, so I'm moving with the bigger one, and those are framed, not framed, but those are using bigger hoops or frames, so it will look bigger in the screen. And I decided to show them separately because it will be easier for me to show. Let me do the magic trick and move the things from this to the side and bring the ones I want to show you closer. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, my next project is Bohemia. Love her very much. She's so beautiful, and it's original kit by Gecko Rouge. Artwork is by Medusa Dollmaker. I heard that she decided to separate parts with Gecko Rouge, and she has her own website where you can purchase the patterns there or to try to find her on Etsy. So basically, this is the story. But mine is charted by Gecko Rouge. I purchased it as a kit, and I purchased it in 2020. In the COVID, and it was I'm sorry, and I made it as a reward for myself because I was working very hard those times, and yeah, so I have her at this stage. It's not very big progress on her. I don't remember in which stage you have seen her last time, but yeah, so I haven't stitched on her this year yet, but I'm planning to do something, some part here, or maybe to fill something, some part here. So love her. She's very beautiful. It's pretty time consuming to stitch on her, because if we're talking about this more detailed part, it's pretty confetti heavy, but it looks very nice. This chart doesn't have any black. But appreciate this, it doesn't have any black. Yeah, I love her. She reminds me of Florence and the Machine. And I guess I read somewhere this, that she used, Medusa Dollmaker used this singer as her model, I guess, or as an inspiration. I don't know. Anyway, but she reminds her very much. And I like this look and this image and the style of artwork. And I'm very happy that I'm stitching her. And she's big, actually. She's very big. She has more than 200,000 stitches. The chart contains that. It's a big chart. But I like the detailedness of her. Yeah. And currently... So, yeah, as I told you. So, I started her on 2020, November 12th. I started it on 25th count, easy count, even weave, 1/1 to full cross. Love her. Love her. My next beauty, I guess everything else is only the beauties. No, no. Why I'm not beautiful, so that nobody's charting me. But look at my nails, they are so nice, so nice. I love my nail artist, she's very cool. Okay, so this is my girl with the hummingbirds. Look, she has an eye, and so beautiful eye. She's so beautiful. Yeah, so this is artwork by Monica Fernandez, charted by Moldovan designer. Oh God, I need to spell it here right. Anayake. I should put the link in the description box below where you can find her charts. So basically, yeah, she charted it. I purchased it. It looks so beautiful, but this is so hard to stitch. There's a lot of confetti. I mean, there's only confetti. There's nothing else, only confetti. Because it's so detailed, and it's so detailed, and it's so detailed, but it's so beautiful. And it has a lot of blends. But you can, because of those blends, you can see, oh, come on. I need to figure out how to make it work next time. Okay, so because of those blends, you have very nice gradients. You can have very nice color changes here in the flowers, in the skin. Her eyes looks very nice. Yeah, so I started her on 2021 March 13, and now I have 17% on her. I haven't touched her this year yet. It's on my rotation, so I have some plans for her. It's going to be hard to do that because there's going to be a butterfly. The butterflies are so confetti heavy, you can't imagine. But anyway, I mean, this is very beautiful, and she's my one of the beautiful. She's my love. I love her very much. She's so beautiful, and I'm very happy to have her on my in my WIPs, because she will be so beautiful when she'll be finished. I even can't imagine, because she's very beautiful. my next heaven and earth designs. Let me show you the information here. And this is Unafraid of Thorns, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and artwork is by Stephanie Puimun-Law. This is my progress. I started this one on 2022, 25th of July as my birthday start. I love Stephanie Puimun-Law. My first love came with She Sleeps. So yeah, so this is my attempt on this chart. This is different. This is by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's a standard color scheme by 90 or so colors, 92 or whatever they using it, something like that. But I'm stitching it on 32 count even weave 1/1, and it's so tiny. So whenever I'm taking it out, I need to get used to this small count. I can be happy because the bird starting here. So the next time I will do another diagonal, it will show more. So this is my Unafraid of Thorns by Heaven and Earth Designs. Started 2 years ago on my birthday. Okay, next. Oh, my third love by Stephanie Puimun-Law. It's Disintegration. So this is the information about the chart. So I started it on 21st May 21st year, May 24th of May. And now it's in this stage. So we have a bit more details with this. I guess after a few more rows, it's going to start with more details, and then the ring, that golden ring, will show up. So yeah, this one is very beautiful. It was as a freebie from Heaven and Earth Design website. I guess you still can download it. I'm not sure, haven't checked it, but please go and check it. Very beautiful, very nice chart. I'm stitching it on 25th count goblin fabric. It's a bit differs from Lugana. It has way bigger holes, and it's very starched, so it's very kind of, how to say, it's hard to say. It's different feeling, and I'm stitching it on this intense stitch. This fabric is supposed to be stitched as a goblin, so basically it's because of those 10 stitches, and it's starched, so it's not deformating the work, this diagonal thing. And it's interesting to stitch with the needle. It goes like through some kind of wooden thing, or not wooden, but it goes as it's starched. It very different. The feel is different than you like using the usual fabric, even weave or linen or whatever. Yeah, this is my progress on this. I love it. I love the artwork, but I guess I already stitched on this enough this year according to my plans for this year, so I won't be touching this again. My next beautiful piece is Venice. This is artwork by Michael Powells. I'm adding information here, the full image. I purchased it as a kit, 3 kits actually, from his site, and I added the note that I wanted to stitch it on as a one piece. So they added me the big fabric to fit this piece on it. but not three separate fabrics, but the charts and the flosses are divided for those different kits, basically. So that's a bit inconvenient. I won't be talking a lot. If you want, please ask me in the comments. I just don't like the quality of the charts, basically, for this, from this designer. The finished piece looks very nice. I mean, the outcome is very nice, but the chart quality, the paper and the printing quality and the, how to say, the symbols on the chart isn't very good. I mean, it's not made, it seems that it wasn't made professionally or with some, I don't know what the problem is, but the problem is that it's hard to read, it's hard to follow, it has similar symbols for different colors, so you need to get into the context to understand, are you using the right colors? I mean, so you need to get used to and try to get into the context what colors are using there, and it's a bit not so nice comparing with other projects you usually have, especially like kits or something. So this is the only bad comment about it, but the outcome, how it goes, how it looks, it's amazing. I mean, it's very nice. But I started this, when did I start this? Let me check. So I started this on 21st June 5th, 2021, June 5th. And yeah, and now I'm having about half of it, I believe, because the first row, the first part of the sky and with the, how to say, with those rooftops are done. Then the second part, the middle part, is about a mid in it, and then the bottom part, there's going to be one more section in the height of the, like this, just below it. So it's about half of it in the measurements, but it will be way harder comparing with the sky and with all these kind of, because it's going to be a lot of backstitch, and the backstitch for this piece, again, as for the both threads kits I have, it's the key element, because without the backstitch it's just very pale colors, and when you're adding the backstitch it makes all the difference. But it looks so very nice, so detailed, so fun image. I love it. I love this so much. It's so fun. It looks so fun. It's just very stylish and nice and fun. Venice artwork by talented Michael Powells. I hope he will see someday me on the channel. Who knows? My last beauty for today, the beauty, not the project, but my last beauty for today is the new chart I'm stitching from Unconventional Cross Stitch, and this chart is following chart after my Blue Marble is So Fragile piece, which was finished 2022. I haven't shown you yet. I'm planning to show it when it's framed, and this year is going to be framed for sure, because I decided to do that because it's my year and it's my birthday is coming, so I'm going to frame it by myself. I already spoke with my husband to make prepare the where I need to hang it and how to make it to make and look at work. So basically that was my first love, and it was very me, and it was very nice. The artwork was by my favorite artist almost favorite, I mean one of the favorites, Adrian Borda. And now I'm stitching another piece. Okay, the information is here. This is Songs of the Sea, artwork by the same, my lovely artist, very talented artist, Adrian Borda. I love the eyes from this artist's pieces. Those girls are so beautiful, and it's so nostalgic, it's so sad, but you can't stop looking at them. I mean, I love them so much. So I found this chart on Unconventional Cross Stitch website a long time ago, before I finished my blue marble. So I said that for myself that I'm going to stitch this chart after the blue marble is done. So she's done, and now she's already on my frame, and I start seeing the part where the eye is going to be here. This is blue eyeshadow of her already visible. So yeah. By the way, I'm stitching her on the same 25th count goblin fabric by Zweghart, 2/110 stitch. And I asked Jody, the owner of the and designer by Unconventional Cross Stitch, so she could rotate the pattern for me so I could fit in the frame because of this fabric, because it's not very good for hoops, or for basically for nudge hoops or any other type of hoop, because it's very starched, you know, so it's hard to put it in the hoop. So I asked Jody kindly to rotate the fabric, to rotate the pattern, because otherwise it wouldn't fit in my frame like this. So I'm stitching it rotated, so she did it for me. Thank you very much. It works very well. I love it. I love the details. Look how nice details are. Those bubbles, those hair, and there's like the very sea star here. And yeah, the blue are coming for the eye. I can't wait to see her eye. I still have goals for her this year, so you are going to see her. I'm planning to add more here, here, and here, at least 3 sections. And it's stitched in diagonal, but in sections, not 10 by 10, but a bit bigger. So yeah, so here she is gorgeous, and the final artwork will look gorgeous, I know, because I have my blue marble already by the same artist. And the Jody's patterns are very easy to follow, especially when you're using Pattern Keeper. That's good. But if you're using paper patterns, it's also still very good quality, because the symbols are very crisp. There's not too much symbols in the page, so it's way smaller pages basically in the symbol count than comparing with the Heaven and Earth design. So it's way easier to follow the symbols there, and easier to stitch. But look, the details are so good. Those bubbles, look at those bubbles. It's almost a real bubbles. So yeah, this is very nice piece. I love her. I want to add more work on her. And now the last project. Oh, sorry, my frame. I'm showing it as a last project because it's going to be finished this month. I'm aiming to finish this month. So this is Rocket by Bothy Threads. I started it on the year 2022. Don't remember when, but it was started somewhere. I mean, I might try to look for the photos or something and to add information here. We'll see. So it's my rocket. It's more than a half is done on it already. Everything is done. The back stitch on the stitched area, what is already stitched, so it's done. And yeah, so I'm going to finish it. The thing I changed, if you remember, if don't remember, don't feel bad, but I'm stitching as a bottom thread kit using the floss, which is good, very good quality. My data floss, then the chart is very good quality, very big, very crisp, very good paper. I tried to contact them and ask, is it possible to send the PDF charts, but they said that it's not possible because it's the policy of the company, so it's okay. Anyway, so I'm going to finish it as a May finish, and yeah, and then I might be starting new body threads, or I'll be finishing the castle and then start one more of body threads. I don't know yet, but I know for sure that I want to finish this as soon as possible in the May, because it's my just goal to have this finish. And then I have 2 new starts in mind, what I want to start this year, because I want to have at least 2 finishes, and then maybe to start 2 more simple and smaller projects, so it might be finished easier. And one of those are related to the dragons. I will talk about those when I'll start it, or just before my birthday, because it's my year of the dragon, and I'm going to be 36 on July, so there's going to be a start for that. And it's going to be one more start at the end of the May, and I will show you next time what's going to be. Let's keep it as a secret, but not from you, but it's more for me, because if I'll keep it as a secret now, and when I'll start it, so I will be wanting to show you my new start, you know, and then talk about it and blah blah blah, and why I chose it and blah blah, blah. It's not very big piece anyway, but it just I'm in the mood to start that because I saw it on another Flosstubers WIP parade, or just update, I don't remember. And I thought, okay, this is the thing that I want to start, because I want to use another fabric count, which I haven't used yet. And it looked very good on Harris' video, so I decided to do it by myself too. So that was my WIP parade. Okay. Let me fix my hair. So, I was lying to you. I said that I have 20 WIPs, and I'm going to show them. So, I showed only 19 because yesterday, in the mid of the night, while watching Eurovision, I finished my one of the oldest projects. Guess what was that? So that one was the Almond's Blossom by Van Gogh. And this is the finished object. It's not framed, it's not ironed, it's not washed yet. It just finished. It just got finished yesterday. Yeah, it looks very good. It looks really good. I mean, Okay, yes, so it was charted by some Chinese designer, and it was kitted by Chinese designer, but I need to find, it's kind of legit, I guess, because I was trying to try more information on those. So it was kind of legit. It wasn't those, you know, Joy Sunday or whatever, who is like just reworking the existing, or I'm sorry, maybe I don't know something, but anyway, I found this image and I was so hypnotized by idea that I can stitch Van Gogh piece, you know. At that moment, I started this one as one of my first kits in 2019, July 17 or something, so it was close to my birthday then. And I wanted to do this because of how beautiful this piece was. It looked for me. I wasn't familiar with cross stitching a lot at that moment, but in the overall, it looks almost as the image what was on the packaging. So that makes me happy, because I wanted to have something like this, and this was from my first object. So that was my finish. So now I'm currently have 90 process in progress, WIPs, works in progress. This one was one of them until yesterday evening, and now it's not. So because I just finished this one and I'm going to finish the rocket this month, later this month, so I can do myself a favor, not favor, a gift, present, and start something new, which I'm going to tell you next time. Yeah, and then I guess I need to talk more about my plans for this year and maybe next year. Oh, come on. Sorry, again, sorry. This is my hands. I can't keep them next to me, and I'm just touching my table, and it makes my camera wobble. So, yes, this is my work, cross-stitch work in progress. I have a lot of knitting projects. I have a lot of finishes. I have a lot of finishes last year and year before the last, because I was in a very big mood of knitting. This is another different story. I have some weaving. I was avoiding weaving for almost 2 years, and now I'm back to it again because I'm feeling in the mood that I want to come back with that. I want to do a bit more filming, especially I want to try to film the videos like Stitch With Me, or at least time lapses. I don't know, do I want to speak while I'm stitching, but at least have like this real speed processing, maybe some how-to, I mean, how I'm doing things. This would make me, I just want to share how I'm doing some kind of things. Maybe someone will find it helpful, because usually I'm hearing from other YouTubers that they're like avoiding doing this or that because of this or that. So maybe I can share how I'm managing those things, or how I'm storing my floss, how I'm organizing it, because I changed it a bit comparing with the last time I showed it to you like 3 years ago or so. So I decided to do some changes in that direction. And yeah, and I want to try to do some kind of stitching videos, maybe knitting videos, maybe weaving videos. I don't know how others are reacting to that. Are they interested in that? But I'm usually looking forward for the another floss tubers who are making stitch with me videos. So I want to try my way. I want to try to figure out how to make a good setup for doing that. Is it working for me or not? Is it comfortable for me or not? If it is, so then yeah, try to try some things how to make it, because I would just want to try to do that, especially to try and show some kind of things like backstitching or this, because it, for me, when I'm stitching it, it's very fun to see how the pale image occurs as a nice detailed image because of the backstitch, when you're like using the black floss as a dark black pen on some kind of, I don't know, acrylic or watercolor paintings, and then just you like marking out the outlines and so on. So it's just fun for me to do. So maybe it might be interesting for others to see. I don't know. So I'm just talking about that, and as a because sometimes for me the things works when I'm talking it loudly, so then I'm realizing that do I really want it, or how much I want to do that, instead of repeating the same idea in my head over and over again by do I really want it, or am I too tired to do that, or blah 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 blah. So for a few years already, I'm realizing that talking myself out helps me figure out what I'm actually thinking, but not only bubbling inside of my head and not realizing the idea of what I'm thinking, because sometimes it seems very overwhelming, or just very chaotic inside. But when you're speaking it out, it's way easier to put the ideas or thoughts, words together one by one in the nice sentences, in the nice, clear ideas about your plans, about your feelings, about everything. So so the biggest thing what changed during those 2 years when I wasn't here was to better understanding of myself, and that makes me way happier and way stronger and way more gives me way more confidence in myself, about myself, and it just gives me way more energy to start doing things again. So welcome to my Flosstube again after 2 years. Hope you enjoyed my WIP parade, which lasted way longer than I was expecting to make it. I hope I will edit it in the shorter. I'll try to make it shorter in the edit somehow. And yeah, let's meet next time. Thank you very much. I know that I'm not saying enough thank you, or while listening to others, they are like saying very nice intros and outros about everything. Thanks for coming back. Thanks you for those who are like returning, or for the new ones, and blah, blah, blah. I might not be good at that, but I really like to talk. and share. Yeah. It was, yeah, I really like it. I just need to do it more often, maybe. And that's enough. So you're free to return next time, or never return again, or maybe I won't return because I will be too lazy again. Not lazy, actually. I had my own issues then. It's not over, so sometimes it's better, sometimes not. But I'm getting used to it. I'm trying not to blame myself. I'm trying not to blame myself by blaming myself. I'm trying to understand that for others especially for my husband who's living with me, which I very in love with, and I'm very appreciating that he's still with me during those bad periods, are still with me. And a few days ago it was our sixth anniversary, which is crazy how time is passing, flying. Actually, sometimes you're just feeling that you are just sitting and everything is just floating around you, or you're moving so fast, or it seems that you are like sitting in one place but everything else is moving around you very fast. And the more I'm talking about this with random or very specific people around me in my life, the more I'm hearing the same thoughts that they're feeling the same, which is kinda I don't know if I can say that, but it's kinda calming me down, because I'm feeling that I'm not alone about this, or I'm not some kind of different about this, because others are feeling this too. And this makes me calmer. It's not makes me happier that others are having the same problems or whatever, but it just makes me feel more normal. Because when I'm not talking about this, or I'm not trying to figure it out in my head, inside of my head, where it's very chaotic, thoughts just going and moving around, so it seems that something is wrong with me. But when I'm starting to talk about this, it's just okay. Others are feeling the same or similar, or having some similar episodes in some kind of period of time, which can be relative with my feelings or my experiences. And that just makes me calm. That, okay, this is the period, you need to live through this, or it's just the life, and you also need to live through this, and just to try to find the ways how to highlight the days when you are feeling better, or when you are, or how to make you feel better. Or maybe if you are not feeling good that day and there is no way, or there is no energy to force yourself to feel better or do something, you just can go and hide yourself in bed again and just to wait till another day. And that's also can be fine, because it is how it is. And you are not bad. Yeah. You're not bad, or you're not different, very different from others. And it's kind of normal, new normal. That's scary from one perspective, that it's kind of new normal, because there's a lot of people who feels very similar, That's scary, but that's also calming, that it's not, that you are not so different that you need to hide yourself, or you need to hide your feelings because nobody else is feeling the same, and everybody else is thinking that you are crazy or whatever, or this kind of strange feeling that whenever you start thinking about some kind of mental health or whatever, so that makes you unhealthy. So from at one point, yes, you are unhealthy, but you have a right to feel better, and you have a right to seek and search and ask for help. Yeah. So thank you for coming back. Thank you for listening. Thank you for receiving my energy. Now I'm feeling that I did a very big job by showing you everything. And now I'm very calm and settle. I don't know if it's the right word, but it seems that I can talk and talk and talk and talk. Maybe I need to do some kind of podcasts. Maybe I can do that while stitching. I don't know. There are so many ideas, possibilities. And let's finish by seeing how my cat is trying to make herself comfortable on this pile of my projects.